Hello folks, good morning and welcome to Energylandia for the first of 2 days here. I'm super excited, never been here before. Zadra's definitely got to be on that bucket list after doing Steel Vengeance this year, which was the ride that inspired me to make this channel. So I'm heading there first this morning, and we've also got Hyperion to explore. The park's open from 11:30 till 6:30. The sun should set around about 4:30, 5 o'clock, so we should get some nice night rides as well. So we're down here just before opening, and we're going to jump into the park shortly, and then you'll see my first reactions to Zadra and Hyperion shortly. So it's just gone 11:30. Finally got into the park. It's a bit of a faff. It seems like the ticket scanners weren't working properly. Honestly, I've got no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of walking in the general direction of Zadra to start with. It looks as if everybody was heading towards Hyperion, which I expected as it's at the front. So I'm going to make my way down towards Zadra and see what that's like. But so far, the park looks great. Everything seems open, which is good considering I was at Legendia the other day, specifically for Let Coaster, and that wasn't open, which was a bit disappointing. But that's in the past now, so we're going to focus on today and have a great day today. I'll film the opening show tomorrow, so you'll see that in that vlog. And I'll also film the kind of opening sequence because that was quite cool, but I had no idea that was going to happen, so didn't have the GoPro out, but I will get that open ready for tomorrow. So yeah, really looking forward to it. I think there's 19 coasters to get on today. I'll be surprised if I get them all in, but we shall see. So it's a bit of a weird on this, you have to go underground to get over to Zadra. So I'll just spin you around. I've just been following the signs, and then you kind of come here. It looks like as if you go under the road that we drove in on this morning. You'll see here. So far the park looks lovely. They're definitely all themed up ready for Christmas. This is their Winter Kingdom event. It's the last day, today and tomorrow. So last weekend they're just running for, and then they're closed until April. I think it's on the website when I had a look. So it looks fairly busy on the way in, but I always recommend coming down to the back of the park to start with. I mean, there's a few people in front of me. There's nobody behind me. There's one guy coming on a Segway who works for Energylandia, which is cool. Even less to get around. That'll be cool. So yeah, heading up towards Zadra first. It's absolutely dead back here. And then we'll do Pepsi, Hyperion, hate the sponsorship, but that's what it's called. We'll do Hyperion later on. So plan is to do Zadra maybe a couple of times, and then head to, I think it's called Abyssus, which opened in 2021, which is like their new gen Vekoma style. Similar to Let Coaster, I think, but a smaller model. So we're heading there after this, because they're both at the back of the park, and then just work my way forward and just kind of have a wander around. As I said before, don't really know where I'm going, just looking forward to it. You'll see Zadra just up here on the right in a second. Looks incredible. As I say, did Steel Vengeance earlier this year as my first RMC. That's why inspired me to make this YouTube channel, and here we go. Looks insane. I haven't seen it go around yet, so I'm hoping that it's open, but we will wait and see. Wow. So yeah, I'll be sharing my reactions when I get off it shortly. Really looking forward to this one. Okay, moment of truth. Is it open or is it not? As I say, haven't seen it going around yet, but I'm just hoping that I'm just the first one down here. There's 3 people in front of me, seem to have gone off and done a wonder wheel or something, but we shall wait and see. I'll spin you around. Here's the entrance. Well, it says 0 minutes up there, and it looks fairly open. Here we go, here goes nothing. I think it's really cool. Definitely no barrier there or anything like that, so I'm assuming that it's open. I'll film a little bit of the queue line so you can see what it's like, and I'll put you in the bag while I go on. cooler goes if it's this quiet down here before everybody gets here. We shall see. Just look at that. Looks absolutely epic. Wow. Safe to say I'm excited for this one. But yeah, definitely recommend coming down to the back of the parks. As some of you all know, Alton Towers is my home park. I always say there, go right to the backs. Normally do kind of 13 and Rita first. Those are the ones to do. Everybody heads to the Smiler. Wicker Man first. Definitely come to the back and do that. Oh yeah, just look at that. Wow. Okay, time to put you guys away, and I will see you after my first ride on here. Okay, so I've just got off Zadra for the first time, and wow, what an incredible experience. I don't think it beats Steel Vengeance, but it's just so quick and so fast. Sat in the front row, and they gave us these goggles to put on, which I wasn't a big fan of because I quite like the feeling of how quick it goes. There's a bit of a queue now. You can see going past me there, just there. There's a bit of a queue now, so I was going to do the back row and the front row, but I've decided to go somewhere else. But yeah, it definitely gets in the top 10. Maybe the top 5, but I don't think it breaks my top 3. But I have only had one ride on it, and it was first thing in the morning. But just wow, I mean, that element over there, that 0G stall is insane. And the first drop, the way that it kind of comes down, and then you might just be able to see in the far corner over there, it kind of banks round to the right, and then as you go over an airtime hill, it's just insane. It did lose its pacing a little bit towards the end up here. So I'm hoping that it warms up a bit and gets a bit quicker. If it does, I can definitely see it breaking into kind of the top 5. But yeah, definitely a world-class coaster. So glad I've been on it. It was top of my bucket list, especially after Steel Vengeance. Yeah, definitely worth a trip out to Poland to ride this one. Okay, so I've just had my first go on Formula. Finally get to do a new gen Vekoma. Abyssus is closed, as was Let Coaster the other day, so finally got on one, which I'm delighted about. It was okay. The trains were super comfy. I think this was one of the first ones that they ever did, so I can understand why it wasn't absolutely spectacular. The launch was nice and punchy, the loop was good, there's a couple of other inversions on there which are decent. A decent filler kind of roller coaster, definitely not a top 10 or anything like that, but very good. I think I'm going to head over to Hyperion next and see what that's all about. One thing I do want to say that I really like is these little fire things. They've got them everywhere. This is a cool little place to warm your hands up and stuff like that when it's freezing. And also, got that in the background, which is nice to have a look at as well. So, I haven't seen it going around. It did break down earlier, so I'm hoping that it's back up and running now. But we shall see. So just had 3 back row rides on Hyperion, one on each seat apart from one of the middle ones. I'd definitely say that the back right is the most intense. The middle seats are quite cool actually, because you're raised slightly off the ground, so you get a lot more air time in the middle, and it's a lot smoother in the middle. But I mean, wow, that coaster is just insane. The first drop, 200 plus foot, and you're just out of your seat the whole way down, especially on the back. You just get whipped over. I'm hoping to get a front row ride, but there's a bit of a queue at the minute for the front row, so I've missed that for now, but I will definitely do that later. And then just airtime and speed and just everything. It actually reminds me a bit of Steel Vengeance, with how low to the ground some of those transitions are, and how much that airtime just is such good ejector airtime. I mean, for me, it blows Zadra out of the water. This is easily a top 5, possibly a top 3 coaster, and Zadra just didn't really blow me away, which I'm quite surprised at. I was expecting Zadra to be way better than Hyperion, but yeah, this thing is just incredible, and it's relentless from start to finish. It doesn't let up at all, keeps going and going and going. So yeah, the only thing I really don't like, is I'll spin you around in a second, this Pepsi branding that's on there just looks tacky, awful and horrible. I would love to have been here and done it when it didn't have that, just to see it, but I mean, wow. It's not often that I get off a coaster and I'm speechless, but 3 goes to the back row, walk on, is insane. I'll just show you this branding. Yeah, just doesn't look great, if you ask me. I'd much prefer it to not have that. But, as I say, taking that away, I mean, just wow. The turnaround is insane. That first drop is incredible into that tunnel. And it's just ejector all the way around. I don't know if you can see through the fence, there's a little speed hill just over there, which as you come around this turnaround and into there, you just get whipped out on the back row. So yeah, definitely a top 5. Definitely ranks higher than Zadra. I have only had one go on Zadra. My plan is to head back there shortly and have another go on there. But yeah, definitely a top 5, definitely recommend it. Yeah, phenomenal really. So since I've last spoke to you, I've had a go on their Candy Fluff Mine Train or something, I think it's called, which was actually a really good mine train. It was three lift hills, quite a good little forceful ride to be fair. That was new for 2024 for Energylandia. Yeah, as I say, does everything a little mine train needs to do. I also had to go on Frida, which is just like the little kids ride, which is opposite to Zadra, just a typical little kids roller coaster. And then I also had to go on Zadra, and my god, that thing has warmed up. Absolutely incredible at the moment. Absolutely flying around the track. I'm going to get some off-ride footage for you in a second, but easily in the top 5 now. I said earlier that I probably preferred Hyperion, but I probably prefer this now. Absolutely sensational ride. I was towards the back of the train as well, which helped, but yeah, that thing's just absolutely flying around now. and now see why people say that RMCs take a while to warm up. So, yeah. I've come over here underneath this light so you can see me. Just had a night ride on Hyperion, sat in row 2 on the far left side of the train. Wow, I mean, it's literally in pitch black. You cannot see anything. I'll spin you around in a second so you can see it, but you cannot see a thing when you're out there. You just got a few little lights here and there from cars and whatnot, but you can't see anything, and that thing is just so insane and so quick. I mean, going down that 269-foot drop, I mean, yeah, straight into a tunnel, and you cannot see a thing. Just being tossed from side to side as you go up into that crazy turnaround that's just incredibly intense. It's intense when you can see it's coming, never mind when you can't see it's coming. I mean, it's just starting to go around the track now. I'll spin you around so you can see, but you cannot see anything. I mean, you've got a few lights there on the left, but that is it. I'm going to make way over to Zadra to have a final ride on there before leaving for today. I might try and squeeze a couple of rides in on Zadra, we'll see how long the wait is, but I waited just over an hour for it before, so it's the same way, we'll only get one in. But these night rides are just incredible, definitely recommend coming out to this park. Hyperion and Zadra are just amazing. Yeah, definitely get yourselves out here. I really hope that the GoPro's doing this justice, but that looks incredible. Just wow. Cannot wait to do this at night. If it's running anything like it was before, this is going to be incredible. I didn't get to do steel vendors at night due to a storm, but this could be a ride to remember. like going up the lift hill. Absolutely love the music as well. The soundtrack is awesome. And you compare the theming of this to Hyperion with all the Pepsi logo and everything stuck all over it. It's completely different. I'll stand at the edge here and watch go through the 0G storm. This 0G roll was really slow this morning, but my god, when I went on it a couple of hours ago, it flew through there now. Hopefully, it's running the same or even quicker, that'd be great. Okay, let's go and see what this is like in the dark. You'll see me when I get off. So I was going to film this bit next to Zadra, however, the lighting over there is terrible, so I just thought I'd finish off and round up my day here. It's been the first time I've been to Energylandia and it's been a great day. Not everything's been open. I wasn't expecting everything to be open, but I was hoping a little bit more might have been open. Seems as if there's anything that involves water, it's been closed. Having said that though, the rides that I've had on Zadra and Hyperion have been phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant rides. Formula was okay as well. A couple of the other little kiddie rides were good as well. I was quite surprised by the mine training, if I'm being completely honest with you. I thought that was brilliant. But that night ride just then on Zadra was absolutely insane. I mean, at the moment my top three is still Vengeance, Ride Happiness and Taran, but I'm definitely going to put Zadra in at number 3. I mean, completely different from this morning. I mean, just relentless. That's the word I would describe that with. The speed, the airtime, the inversions, everything on there is great. Overall, I'd probably give today an 8 out of 10. The rides have been phenomenal. The operations haven't been great. Everything's been on one train, which has been a bit disappointing, and queues have been advertised at 10 or 15 minutes. And they haven't been. I mean, I waited over an hour for Zadra before when it was advertised at a 20-minute wait. I waited 45 minutes for Formula when it should have been a 20-minute wait. And just then at the end, I waited. The time should have been 10 minutes queue time. We waited nearly 45 minutes. So it's been a bit poor on the operation side of things, but then again, it hasn't been that busy. But they have been slow getting those trains out. So yeah, that summarises everything that I've done here today. Back here for another vlog tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to experience a bit more of the Winter Kingdom event, have a look around the shops, do some shopping, buy some merch, because I'll definitely be doing that, especially with something going into my top 3. And Hyperion being in my top 10 as well. So I'd like to get a bit of merch from both of those. But apart from that, I will see you all tomorrow for another vlog. If you have liked this video, please leave it a like, please subscribe to my channel. This is the first vlog I've ever done. And I apologise if I've said a lot and not looked at the camera very much. I do suffer with social anxiety, so this is quite a big thing for me to do, but it's something I've always wanted to do. And Steel Vengeance has been the reason behind why I've wanted to do this. I will try and get better and stop saying things like that. I promise that over time it will get better. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I say, if you have, please leave a like. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Bye-bye.